Hello everybody, welcome back to DDIGISPACE YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Nelly and we talk all about digital planning, iPad creativity, organization, and productivity. I think I just named like 75,000 things, but anywho, those are the primary topics of this YouTube channel. So welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. What's up everybody? So today I'm going to be answering a lot of very commonly asked questions that I get messaged on either on Instagram or comments on YouTube. I get a lot of questions about this and I just want to make sure that I am super clear and thorough in explaining everything as much as possible. But of course, I am so easy to reach out to, so just DM me, whatever it is, to get in contact with me, and I promise I will get back to you ASAP. So one of the first questions I get asked pretty often is, what the heck even is digital planning? Digital planning is basically planning on some sort of device. We're all familiar with planners, you know, the paper planners. I've had so many of them. I've had stacks on stacks of them, even journaling as well. So tons of journals. So very similar to that, but without the paper pen kind of thing. So I explain a lot of this in one of my previous YouTube videos of why you should start digital planning. So go ahead and watch that video if you haven't done so yet. If you are still on the fence of whether or not you should start, it is very person to person kind of thing. And I honestly highly recommend it because you're just eliminating so much waste and saving the trees, which is one of the biggest things. And your bag is just gonna be a lot less cluttered by switching over to digital planning, because all you have to carry around is your one simple device wherever you have your digital planners or notebooks or journals or whatsoever. And if you're like me, I love coloring things in and highlighting everything. And I have different pen colors for different things like events or important dates and stuff. Instead of carrying around a huge bag of tons of pens and highlighters and whiteouts and all those other things, I literally just have to use my one Apple Pencil, and it has millions of colors and so many different pens and highlighters and pressure sensitivities. So this is the only thing that I need, which is a huge plus. So one common misconception is that digital planning is an app. I get asked this so much. I actually didn't realize that I would get asked this so much because, as we all know, there's an app for everything. And when I first started making digital planners, which honestly was not that long ago, it was less than 6 months ago. I started in June, was when DDIGISPACE really launched. So it is not an app, although you can make it feel like an app. And I do have a YouTube short on how to make your digital planner an app on your iPad specifically. It is so cool. I was just playing around with my iPad one day and I was like, hey, I have all these shortcuts for all these different apps because my home screen is like super aesthetic. And to make it that aesthetic, you basically just have to make a bunch of shortcuts and put pictures on whatever you want your app icon to be. I basically was like, if I can do this with all of these icons, maybe I can create a shortcut to open my digital planner. So that is how that thought came to be, and it's such a cool tool, and it just makes your digital planning experience like that much better because it really does feel like an app. All you have to do is click on it and boom, your planner opens up right away, rather than having to go into whatever PDF annotating app you have where you have your planners and journals and notebooks located on, and then scrolling through and finding the planner and all that. You're skipping all of that and you're just clicking the app or the app and the shortcut and then going straight into the planner. Such a cool, nifty tool. If you're like me and have tons of planners and journals and notebooks in your GoodNotes app, which is the app I use for digital planning, it definitely gets a little cluttered. So this really eliminates the whole having to search for whatever planner that you're looking for. The next question I'm going to answer is, how the heck do you actually get started with digital planning? Now, I know I keep referencing my previous YouTube videos. I'm going to reference another one one. So I do have a video that really explains everything you need to get started with digital planning. But just to sum it all up, you definitely need some sort of device, whether it's an iPad, which is what I highly recommend, or some sort of tablet or something, because that is the point of digital planning, is that it's on a portable device that you're able to carry around everywhere. An iPad is what I recommend. You also need some sort of stylus, and like I mentioned, I have an Apple Pencil. I am obsessed with my Apple Pencil. I've had this Apple Pencil for going on 4 years now. I've never had to replace it. The only thing I've had to replace are the pencil tip, because the tip does get worn down if you use it every single day. Obviously, like someone like me, I use it every single day, multiple times a day, doing so many different things. But honestly, it's like 20 bucks for a pack of 4, and I don't replace it. I want to say I replace it every 6 months or so. So it's really not that bad, and it's such a good investment. So an Apple Pencil or some sort of stylus, this is definitely something that I would recommend. And then the next thing you're gonna need is a PDF annotating app. Now, what the heck does that mean, Nelly? So I'm gonna explain that to you. Thank you for asking. A PDF annotating app is an app that you can use to mark up PDFs. So digital planners are PDFs, meaning you can mark them up, you can write on them, highlight things, which is the whole point of digital planning, right? On a screen, highlight the PDF, mark it up, plan your plans, add in your events and all that. But the most important thing is that there are links that are embedded in that PDF that are making it easy for you to toggle through each month, each day, each week, whatever life spreads that come within the digital planners. You just click a link or click a text and it takes you right to that page. And that is why you would need an app that supports that PDF and that you can have the links that work, as well as be able to annotate on it, which means just basically write on it, right? So my recommendation is GoodNotes 5. This app I've had since I was in high school. So many years I've had this app. It has never failed me once, and honestly, I didn't use it as often when I was in high school. I tried using it to like take notes in class and everything, but I really didn't know much about it. Now that I'm really using it for like my digital planners for the past few years, I'm seriously obsessed with it. They have added so many features into it through the years, and I'm sure they're gonna add a ton more features. Now, that is the app that I would recommend. And if someone were to ask me questions about the GoodNotes app and how to use different elements or whatever, I can 1000% answer those questions. If someone were to ask me a question about another PDF annotating app, I probably would have no idea how to explain it. So that is why I would recommend the GoodNotes app, just because if you do come across any issues, I probably know the answer to it. Although there are other PDF annotating apps, and you are 1000% more than welcome to use any of those PDF annotating apps. I have been mentioning the iPad a lot in this video. I haven't been mentioning any Androids or anything. And I know there's this one app called Note Shelf, and that one is compatible with iOS and with Android. If you were to ask me how to use it, I probably have no idea. I don't have the answer as to whether the planners that I make are compatible with Android. I have 0 Android devices right now. Obviously, once DDIGISPACE is a little bit more successful, I can probably be able to invest in an Android tablet and be able to help that community as well. But as of right now, I just want to be super transparent, honest, and I don't know if it works or not, but I do know that there is an app called Note Shelf that is a PDF annotating app that you can use on Android tablets. So that is basically what you would need to get started, is a tablet, a stylus, and a PDF annotating app. And then of course, obviously a digital planner. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is primary planner and a secondary or supportive planner. Now, one of the quote unquote downfalls of digital planning is that you don't get any reminders of when you have events or appointments or anything like that. So that is why I actually use 2 different planners. I use my Google Calendar as well as my digital planner. Now, my primary planner is definitely my digital planner. That is where I do all of my planning. That is the planner that you can use to mark up your to-do list. You can use it for daily planning, like I mentioned, weekly planning, adding in your events, adding in appointments and all of that stuff. My secondary secondary supportive planner or calendar is my Google Calendar. So the things that I add there are bills or anything that I need reminders on, which are bills, events, big events, birthdays, I add on there. But that's pretty much it, what I add on my Google Calendar. The great thing about it is that I have the Google Calendar app on my iPad, so I'm able to reference that. And I do reference it every month when I do my monthly planner, and I also reference it every week when I do my weekly planner. Of course, there's so many other calendar apps that you can use that'll give you reminders for whatever it is that you need. If you are someone who does need to set reminders or need reminders given to you when an event does occur or a birthday or whatever the case may be, then I highly recommend you download some sort of app that will give you a reminder whenever those things happen. Another very common question is, how do I even get this planner onto my device? It's very simple. It's much simpler than people actually think, and the directions are always there. As soon as you purchase a product, especially from DDIGISPACE on my Etsy shop, you will get a PDF that says step-by-step instructions on how to import your planner into your device. It is super beginner friendly. I'm telling you, I've helped people who've never had their hands on an iPad ever in their life, and they were able to figure it out. But like I say a lot, is with anything in life, anything that's new to you, any new hobby, any new whatever, it's gonna take time for you to get used to it, because practice truly does make improvement. If you want to start digital planning and really start taking advantage of this amazing, incredible new lifestyle, then you actually have to do it every day so that you can get better at it. Not everyone is a planner or likes to plan things, and that's completely fine. So you have to identify within yourself, what kind of person are you with when it comes to planning things? Like, do you need a planner that has so many different elements, or can you just get by with a simple one-page to-do list? That is totally fine and completely up to you. So to import a planner onto your device, it's very simple. All you have to do is download the actual planner, which, like I mentioned before, it is a PDF. So you download the PDF onto your device. From there, you will have options to open the PDF on whatever designated app that you choose as your designated app for your digital planners, journals, notebooks, whatever it is. So for example, for iPads, using the GoodNotes app, you would first purchase the planner, then purchasing it from Etsy, they will send you a confirmation email with the link of where to download your digital file. If not, you can actually check on your purchases and downloads section on your Etsy account, and you will see it right there. If you don't see it there, which should never happen, just message me. You will open that PDF in your GoodNotes app. So you just click that up arrow on the top right, open in GoodNotes, and then from there, you're just gonna import it in GoodNotes. You can import it right onto the home screen of GoodNotes, or if you have different files and you organize your GoodNotes into different sections, you can import it into whatever folder you want. If you forget to do that, that's totally fine, because once you import it, you can literally just click and drag that file into whatever folder you want, if that's what you want to do. But it's super easy to move things around in GoodNotes. And that's pretty much it. I know it sounds like a lot, but I promise it takes maybe 5 seconds to do it. And once you do it one time, you're literally gonna be a professional at it. So importing the planner is really that simple. Great thing about it is that with iOS and Apple ecosystem, you're able to access your planner on any Apple device that you have. So I actually have my planner accessible on my iPad Pro, of course, my cell phone, my Mac, my iMac, as well as my iPad mini. So every single device that I have, my digital planner is accessible in there, which is freaking amazing. The last question that I want to answer is how long it takes to create these digital planners. And the answer to that question is, honestly, it really does vary on what kind of content you want to have inside the digital planner. For me, it takes me a very long time creating digital planners because I want things to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist, and I know perfect does not exist, but it really does take a long time to create these very unique, thought out spreads. and to make sure that it's accessible. And my biggest thing is to make it super beginner friendly, that when you look at the spread or whatever template that's created, that it really is easy to use it. I want my digital planners to be extremely functional. Everything has intention, every detail, there is an intention behind it. And I want to make sure that everyone is able to use it, not just one group of people. Thing is ease of navigation. That is why the linking process takes the absolute longest. Just to add links, it probably takes me a week to do that, because there are thousands upon thousands of links that are embedded into my digital planners, especially the Thrive Planner and this new planner that I'm creating right now. There's so many links, but the reason why is to make it easy to navigate through every single page, and to make sure that if you want to jump from page to page or go from one spread to another spread, it is that easy to do so, and you don't have to click 3 different times to get to one location. A lot of work. But honestly, it is so worth it. If you are watching this video and you've always wanted to make a digital planner, I say freaking go for it. I had no idea that I was actually going to be doing this, and here I am 5 months later, and I've created not even 20 products or so. It's been quite the journey, and it's been an incredible journey, and I absolutely freaking love it. The community is absolutely amazing. The 2022 Thrive Planner was one of my biggest launches, and it was the first 12-month calendar. Well, it was actually 15 months, because it's dated October 2021 to December 2022, but it's one of the biggest planners that I have in my Etsy shop. I literally was like, if I get 5 sales, I'm gonna be so happy. You guys, I had over 20 sales in the first month, and I was shocked. Going from someone who kind of doubted themselves into like, is this even gonna do anything? Like, I don't know, are people actually gonna purchase my planners? Like, why me? Super imposter syndrome. People will purchase them. There are so many people out there, and everyone has so many different creativity styles, and one style can really be attracted to one person, and there's just there's endless possibilities here. So if you're thinking about it, this is your message to actually do it, I promise. And in the future, I will be creating a video on how you can create your own digital planner, whether it's for personal use or for selling. If you truly want to do it, then I say go for it. And that goes with anything you want to do in your life. If there's something you want to do, freaking do it. Go for it. Make a plan and execute that plan. Do it. Stop sitting around and thinking about it. Just freaking do it. That's the only way you'll know if you'll be successful or if you fail. And if you fail, get up and try again. It's the only way to be. You know, like, you got one life, just freaking live it and do what makes you happy. So I kind of went on a tangent there, but whatever, it's kind of what I do. I hope this video helped you so much. I hope that you kind of gotten a little bit of a gist of how to import your digital planner, what digital planning is, how to use your digital planner. And if something did resonate with you, please comment it down below. Like this video. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you to the over 400 people that have subscribed to this channel. That's freaking insane. I know it doesn't sound like a lot to you, but to me, that's a lot. That's kind of a big deal for me. So thank you so much if you have subscribed to this channel. If you haven't, please subscribe to this channel. I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting DDIGISPACE and this dream and everything. This is not my full-time job, but one day it will be. So I truly appreciate you for being here, for watching this video all the way to the end. Have an amazing rest of your weekday, whatever it is, whatever time it is that you're watching this, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.